It all began in a depot in Pennsylvania. Ural had sent the bike across America from Washington State to the East Coast in a crate, only for us to drive it straight back again a week later. We didn't know how to put the front wheel on, but we guessed successfully enough to drive it out. We planned our route as we went along, and set out from our first Ural dealership, Fetters Acura in Middletown, to drive due south.
We've just driven from Middletown, New York State. It's taken us an hour and a half to get to Scranton. Thoughts on Scranton? Scranton, in a word, cloudy.
Here you go, you can pay right at the register at the front, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here we are in Pennsylvania, looking like a pair of tools.
And so we drove south on Route 11, through Pennsylvania, to meet Brian and Bob at Susquehanna Motors in a town called Red Lion. Here they gave the bike its first service. They couldn't believe the stupidity of the task ahead of us.
Ed's head is like a ball. It's got a head shaped like a melon. Very tired. It's been a very long day. But if we make it against the third line. 11, yeah! Ah, Pennsylvania. These guys live here. I don't.
Exhaustion was taking its toll, and that's when we saw the Lincoln statue talking to the statue of a man in comfortable 80s clothing.
So we're heading to the bottom of West Virginia today. And to get to Kentucky and go back to
Oh, really? What are you doing?
We're driving to San Francisco. We're in the middle of a road trip. Yeah, we're road trip just carrying cross country. So you guys biking across the country? Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, so it's day 2.
And then a beautiful drive followed on Route 11. We drove through the mist of the Appalachians, stopping for lunch in Morgantown, West Virginia, where we ate the 11th item on the menu. When we hit Weston, it began to rain.
It's raining quite hard. It may not look like much, but we were doing 65 miles an hour on the freeway in the bike and sidecar. It was quite hard going, and we got very, very wet. Tomorrow is a mammoth day, crossing all of Kentucky and then dropping down to Tennessee and Nashville.
I was the passenger. I rode and I rode. And that morning, just after Mike had described the empty, windy roads of the national park as being like a racetrack, we came off the road. Not that fast, but fast enough for me to get angry with Mike, and for him to unplug our intercom for 50 miles. He had to take a break.
Here he is in the grass, having a bit of a lie down. Dead to the world.
Tyler from Oneida asked the right question.
Have you had any close calls yet? A couple every hour, I suppose. And this is how far from the border?
Kentucky?
Yeah.
15 minutes. 15 minutes. I mean, it's really close.
Tennessee may have been close, but Nashville was still 5 hours away. I had been struggling to stay alert on the bike, and so Ed asked me to share my innermost thoughts and childhood memories with him to pass the time. As the lights of Nashville came into view, he took the opportunity to explain that actually,
I hadn't been able to hear a word Mike was saying for over 200 miles.
by the time we'd arrived, we both deserved a big meal served with a large helping of country music.
We liked it so much we had it again for breakfast.
That's alright, that's alright.
We resisted the lure of Graceland, but not the Memphis Zoo. The birds, like the number 11, called to us. and then over the Mississippi to Arkansas, the home of Walmart. We ended the day near Russellville for our third service at R-Track, the home of Chip.
Here we are. End of day... What day are we?
November.
No, how tired are we? We're learning a lot about the Ural as we go, because we hadn't seen the bike until we unpacked it.
I admire your, I'm not sure what the word is. No, just the, it's, I don't think it's...
Youthful exuberance.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's the word. This is not a motorcycle, period. I mean, when you're riding a motorcycle, you can get yourself... It just steers...
Differently,
yeah.
After a fine breakfast of his wife's peach pie, Chip's care for us went to the next level.
Well, if it wouldn't bother you, I'd like to say a little prayer.
Yeah, sure.
Father, I thank you for bringing these fine young men into my life for this weekend, and really enjoyed it. And I pray your blessing on this motorcycle and them as they travel across our country, and that they travel safely and enjoy it. I ask this in the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen.
On and on through the flat plains of Arkansas, past Rick's Gun and Pawn, and past barns with cows, and past the temptation of a 13-pound burger at DJ's for only $3.89, until we dined with old diners in an old diner,
where we met Roger.
Where did y'all come in?
We started in New York.
Oh, you started in New York?
Yeah.
Okay. Them people talk is funny as y'all. There's a magazine in the United States that you really can't find at the newsstand, but it's more prescription only. You find it in the back of some magazines, but it's for people who like hacks, and that's the name of the magazine, Hacks. H-A-C-K''D.
What are hacks?
But them are sidecars.
All right.
That's all it's for. It's for people who like sidecars. We used to go up there and hunt for grizzlies a long time ago. It wasn't hard. They were there. There's all over the place. There's a place in Denver called, what's the name of it? It's a taxidermist. And he's got a bear there that's sitting on display that, with its claws up like this, is 11 foot.
We followed Roger's yellow car back to his bungalow and were taken inside, where he gave us a copy of Hacks. Although Roger was incredibly friendly and generous, there was something slightly unnerving about him. On the outskirts of town, a yellow car began to follow us. "Isn't that Roger?" said Mike. We both laughed, knowing that it couldn't be. Then we caught a glimpse of the Hawaiian shirt and white beard of the driver. It was Roger. "What do you think he wants?" said Mike. Roger continued to follow us for another 70 miles.
Eventually, we had to stop for gas, and that was when Roger pulled up next to us to warn us of the speed limit in the next state. "Well then, you take care now." Then he hopped back into his yellow car and was gone. There's a moral here somewhere.
Don't mention the dark person near you.
Who's the dark person near you?
It's you.
The only wild animals we saw en route were stuffed, but when we got into New Mexico, we met one wild animal named Vinny.
Traveling, we're going pretty fast. I look down, I'm going 105. Come on, baby, give it some more. I'm going up a mountain. It wouldn't go no faster. I think it's just dumbass. It ain't gonna go no faster than that up a mountain, you know.
Jeez. 105 there, bloody hell.
What's up with the 11s?
11 states, 11 days.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that'll work.
Route 66 showed no signs of running out, and eventually we got to our final service at Ryder Valley Motorcycles in Albuquerque.
Talking to the guys who build these rigs, who are dealers in San Francisco, and they were very keen for us to demonstrate how reliable bikes are. So they lent us this bike, who we call Katerina, to drive us